But that's not even bad. This one prank led to a breakup.
We risk a lot as
Yeah.
couples when we put ourselves in the public light. And it's almost as though we have not learned from the celebrities.
Yeah, there is something about the environment that is contributing to the breakdown of relationships. This is a pattern that we have seen right across YouTube. You know, every couple is at risk. But at the same time, the question is, what is it that is contributing? What is it about this space that is contributing to the breakdown of relationship? And again, guys, stay with us because we're going to point it out.
Yes.
Now,
Our love isn't absent problems, but it sure is absent drama. You deserve this kind of love. Unfiltered Heart Talks with the Dawkins.
one of the biggest pressure that we have seen on YouTube couples is that over time the relationship moves from covenant or commitment, as we have said before, to partnership.
And that is because the platform rewards this kind of behavior. You know, drama
Performs.
performs, conflict gets clicks. I remember when I used to
Toxicity.
watch that kind of content.
Yeah.
And shock keeps people watching.
And that's what people love.
And babe, I don't know. We're gonna put something up here. You should look at the videos, these prank videos. They don't get anything less than 1 million views. And I'm talking low numbers. Most of the ones that are here, 5 million, 10 million, 5.5 million. People watch these things. And there's this one lady online. I don't know if you guys know her. Just go ahead and comment in the comment section below. She must have been cooking. She's a homemaker. She was cooking. She cracked an egg a certain way. And people were commenting on it. They were outraged by it. And she started this whole rage bait kind of content where she cracks the egg the same way every time, because if this is what's gonna pay the bills, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
So
But the thing is, what YouTube couples need to understand is that pressure replaces privacy.
absolutely.
You have to know when to tap out, you know. And another thing is, YouTube relationships are not just falling apart just because of one big thing.
No.
They erode over time.
Absolutely.
Slowly,
Yes.
publicly, under pressure.
And that's the worst. Because if it's happening in private, the erosion will still happen. But when it's happening in public, the erosion happens 10 times faster, in my opinion. Yes.
In fact, research published from the Pew Research Center, Psychology Today, including many expert opinions from relationship therapists and social media experts, stated that some of the contributing causes for the destruction of many YouTube couples' relationship include typical relationship issues. However, this is the crazy part. However, these issues are often amplified by the public nature of content creation, such as poor communication, public scrutiny,
Especially that.
lack of boundaries,
Check out our video on boundaries, guys.
and performance pressure.
Wow.
Sometimes I watch YouTube couples and it's almost as though people want to dictate to them what they should and should not do. No, come here so with it. Do not come here with it. Jamaicans do not play that game. No, come over here so with it.
And the thing is, you mentioned poor communication as one, but the one that stuck out to me the most was public scrutiny. If you're going to scrutinize your partner in public, on a public forum like the World Wide Web where nothing goes away,
No,
everyone
sometimes the
else
public
feels
scrutiny
comfortable to do the same.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
giving them a license to do that to
Right.
your partner and to your relationship and to you.
Yes. So there's a lot of pressure, and that pressure sometimes, and again the pressure to perform, which we have touched on a little
Yes.
bit, where
Desmond would laugh sometimes, and it doesn't even seem genuine.
yeah. And one thing we do not practice is that if we are not well, there is no emotion, there is no unfiltered hard talks episode until we are well.
Yes.
We are not going to come on here and sit
And
down
fake
and
it.
pretend and fake
Like
it.
they say, fake it till you
We
make it.
always
Oh,
try to
that's-
fix our relationship. We always try to fix our problems, because
Yes.
if you listen to our intro,
Our
love is not absent problems,
but
it
sure is absent drama. We solve a problem, we don't come on here so we
Right.
know guzu guza, no problem,
Yeah, we don't
and no
we don't
foolishness.
pretend.
We don't pretend here.
We don't
When
pretend.
we are here, if we're smiling, it's a genuine smile.
It's a genuine smile.
When we are present here, we are completely present here. And God has had it so that when we beg sometime when we are try force it,
It doesn't
not in the
work.
camera now
Yeah,
record none.
yeah.
Audio now record.
I remember early days of recording. Sometimes when we're recording, guys, and I'm telling you, we are not completely at each other's throat, but at the same time we're not 100%, seeing eye to
At
eye.
ease.
Like
Mm-hmm.
she would be annoyed at me for something, and I'm annoyed at her for something.
And
But
it
we
affects
say-
the whole thing.
We say, because the episode needs to be shot, let's just do it. And in most cases, guys,
It turned out
those
terrible.
episodes never work.
Yeah, they never
Sometimes
work.
when the
They never get
episode is,
shot. We
sometimes
finish, we
when
get
it's
up,
done,
it wasn't recording.
the audio now record, the video wasn't recording, something went wrong with the camera, there was no space.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy. So that also condition us
Yes, that's a boundary set.
to say that whenever we are not well, let's not shoot.
We're not shooting.
And not only that, but even if we're not feeling well, we don't try to shoot, because in most
Absolutely.
cases it just never. Anytime we're trying to do a video or an episode and we're just not feeling it, we just stop.
But babe,
We don't force it.
Absolutely, but we
Mhm.
mentioned performance pressure. A lot of couples face that performance pressure
Yep.
because you're receiving a check.
You're
This
receiving
is
the
how we're
check.
getting fed.
Mhm.
So whether I don't like you or not, it doesn't matter, because we are this last check we got $6,000, and this check we need to ensure that it's
$20,000
$20,000. I don't care if I hate you right now. I'm thinking
We're gonna
about
do
doing
that
this.
video.
We're gonna do that video,
Yeah.
and that is very unhealthy.
Very
I'm not
unhealthy.
saying you should focus on your feelings and just soak into your feelings all the time. But if you are not at an equilibrium, what are you presenting to the world? And that's why we stand on that. That's a boundary we have here at
Yep.
Unfiltered Heart Talks.
Yeah, and as we talk about that, another major issue is privacy or the lack thereof.
Absolutely.
A lot of YouTube couples, no shade, but a lot of YouTube couples have no privacy. I cannot tell you guys the amount of videos, funny things, sexy things, nice things we record of ourselves, and it's not going on social
No,
media.
sir.
It's just not
It's not for the public space.
for the public,
No.
Even today, we got dressed up, we went out, to we look bossy like honey and palm.
Fold foot.
Or whatever way, And we posted some nice things.
No, we didn't post
we
anything.
recorded, sorry.
We
We
recorded
recorded
some
some
nice
nice
things.
things that we could post, and people would say, they're nice. But
Yeah.
we just
There's some things
we
that are
just said
just
that
for
it's
us.
just for us. We
There's
send it
some
to our
things-
family members,
Yeah.
and that's as far
That's
as it
as
goes.
far as it goes.
That's as
And
far
I
as it
believe,
goes.
love, for me, privacy is a new luxury.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are throwing it away.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
going to come back, especially
Yeah.
with this digital age. Privacy is a new luxury. Not everything needs to
Needs
be
to be out there.
broadcasted
Yeah.
and paste it all over social
and,
media.
and that's where the social pressure also comes in. When you give people that entry into your private life, they feel as though they have a say in what
they feel
you
entitled
do.
to,
Because everything you're doing.
You brought us into the bedroom, you brought us into the kitchen. We have a say. You shouldn't have that picture frame there, or she shouldn't have said that, or he shouldn't have done this.
And the reality is that, not again, there are good content out there. Nothing is wrong with vlogging. You going on a date,
experiences.
You cooking some meals, or you want to show people like my wife. She's into health a lot.
And nutrition,
well, both of us are into health, but she's more so into the nutrition side of it. Yeah, so if you're cooking and you want to teach people how to cook, or show them how to eat health, like we're not saying that something is wrong with that.
You can't share that content.
But here's where the problem comes in. When every argument is filmed, every disagreement becomes an episode, and every emotional moment is monetized, intimacy does not stand a chance.
It does not exist on those climates.
And that is something that we recognize with the Scots. I believe that she incentivized his discomfort, his annoyances.
Yes.
You notice that every time he has a facial expression,
she
the
zooms
camera
up into it.
right. And what she's doing there is monetizing his discomfort. And I think that could have been a contributing factor that led to the erosion and breakdown
of the marriage.
Wow. So that is important, especially for YouTube couples.
Absolutely.
Now take a look at these clips and tell us what you think about them.
You literally have a police report because you did what?
That's not true.
You did what? Yes, you did. Why did they take the gun in Iowa? Move. Get away from me. Get away from me. Don't come near me at all whatsoever. Yeah, don't come near me because let's not come near me.
Because you got an argument with.
Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover.
Babe, this really breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. And there is a trend where these kind of things are concerned. Why is it always women? No shade on women. It's no shade at all. But why is it always women who seek to publicize private arguments with their partners? Guys, there's another clip. Very popular one that even got on the news.
Yes.
Take a look at it.
Constantly in your feminine energy. I cannot deal. I cannot. Look at you.
Energy.
Get it together,
you let
Cedric.
them stuff cherries down your throat. You let Usher put cherries in your mouth. And you talking about feminine energy?
Babe, everybody did that. What's wrong with you?
You talking about feminine?
Yes. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I have to do this because
you
you're just dramatic.
Whatever.
Overly dramatic. What is your problem? What do you think you're? Get back in this. Get in this house. Get in here. Leaving me? You could never. You could never leave me. What is your problem?
You know what? You know what? Anything but that. You embarrass me. You embarrass me. You embarrass me.
Babe, honestly, that was very disgusting to watch. There was no accountability on her part. She actually justified her foolishness and she recorded the whole ordeal, the whole disagreement.
The whole disagreement.
And had the audacity to embarrass him and say he's acting like a female or he's overreacting. Emasculating him in the process. So the concern that you have about why is it always women? Why does this all...
It's always...
we're not saying that there are not cases where men do this. There's always something else that we have not seen.
But it is more prominent
with women.
Always advertising disagreements on social media. Like, nobody no business, boy. You want your husband or your man a fight and have disagree. At least, nobody cares. We don't. And what we are seeing, guys, is that communication is just taking a huge hit. As soon as there's an argument or a disagreement, the phone, camera is on.
Yes.
And disagreements are publicized and
they're aired
aired
online, yeah.
instead of, you know,
doing it the old school way,
taking it,
sitting down,
talking to each other,
discussing this.
couples, you know, talking to each other in private.
Yes.
It, like, what do you get? Like, women who do these things, what do you get from humiliating,
yeah,
emasculating your significant others
and airing your dirty laundry?
And, yeah, in public, online. Like, it's crazy to me, and it's so disheartening.
Yeah.
And that is why suitability is key. Go and watch our video, suitability. Because a lot of times too, some of these men would have seen
The signs.
the signs, though subtle they were. But they just think that they can handle. Men do not date any woman who wants somebody to handle them. And I've heard it countless amount of times where women say, I need somebody who can handle me. Hey, the only thing I see people handling is like bull cows, horses, just animals.
So you're going to have a lot to handle
Just animals,
if you're going to get into
you
that.
know?
Yes.
So any woman that says she's looking for somebody to handle her, maybe she's not human. I'm just saying, maybe she's not human. So you just have to look out for these things, because you don't want to be the guy who is having a disagreement with a woman and it gets aired online.
Yeah,
like, that's so disrespectful.
It is very
bro.
distasteful. Some conversations, especially like those, need to be, as you said, had in private.
Yes.
Do it the old school way. Put on the phone, quit the recording, sit down one-on-one respectfully and have that discussion. Have the discussion. State your disagreement. Listen.
Yeah, you
respond. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Because when you air that stuff online, you're inviting people in to speculate, to interpret, to create their own narratives. And that's stress upon your head.
Yeah.
It will never go away. I'm sure that couple that we just watched,
especially the first one was disheartening.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, the first one, Queens of
and
Kings.
they're still together.
They are still together today. But I know that at some point, somewhere, it still bothers them, because later on she came out and she tried to clarify, saying that her husband is a good man and all. But the horse has gone through the gate, ma'am.
Already. You have already humiliated him before the entire world.
So if any form of infidelity happens down the line, it would have already been brewing, because that one thing eroded him, and publicity amplifies the erosion. It makes it happen 10 times.
But let me tell you something.
Faster.
Men do not take disrespect and humiliation lightly. We do not take disrespect. I always say this. Outside of infidelity, another thing that a man will leave a relationship for is humiliation and disrespect. Well, the two of them go hand in hand. And we saw with that guy. He felt humiliated and disrespected. And it was as a married woman.
It was public. It's not like it's something
let me tell you
on the
something.
corner where
I wouldn't be surprised if every Sunday she'd have a new birth. I would not be surprised if she's at new birth every Sunday. You know, there are a lot of crazy things happening. And I'm like, yo, why do women always have to be airing their dirty laundry on social media? Like, there is no need. But fun and joke aside, that's not nice.
It's not.
And you cannot build safety in a relationship that is always performing.
Absolutely.
You can't fix privately what you keep outsourcing publicly. And then you expect the people sitting down watching you to have respect for your relationship. If you do not respect your relationship, nobody else will.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's true.
So, like, this is not cool. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not nice. And women who are doing these things, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
And what we're seeing, babe, is that likes, comments, shares, these things are all replacing mutual reassurance.
Yes.
And what happens is that your partner stops being the main witness of your life. And you've now invited an audience. And with that, value becomes public instead of private. And as I've said before, guys, I don't know about anybody else, but I believe that the new luxury in 2026 is privacy. And we're throwing that away.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
A lot of people are throwing that away. You know, another layer we see to this too, and we haven't even touched on the worst layer yet.
All right, guys, because we talk so much about relationships here, we want to mention Or Ritual. It's an online counseling platform for couples and relationship support. The link is in the description for anyone interested in learning more or accessing affordable relationship support.
But another layer that we see to this as well is the attention, the publicity, and the fame. It gets to a lot of people.
Their head.
You know,
it
it gets to
flapping
their
at their
head.
head.
And one thing is certain, attention brings temptation. Visibility brings attention, attention brings temptation.
And the thing is, babe, good point. And not everybody has the discipline to manage that. Some people just get swept away, as you said, as Jamaican people say, fly up in them head.
Yeah, and the reality is it affects both men and women.
Absolutely.
You know, it just shows up differently.
Yes.
And especially for men, you know, because sometimes one other thing I've realized, even with us, and boy, women, look, I know bash me, I bash you, you know. I'm not bashing any woman. But I think that women, I've seen this more prominently with women, among women. And you have spoken about it, like,
yes.
Why is it that every time you see a woman happy in her marriage, in her relationship, you just have to think about, you know, trying to squeeze one in, or you try to tear people's family apart? That's not cool.
And you know, Cardi B mentioned, babe. Cardi B mentioned in in an interview that she realizes from her relationship with Offset, her marriage with Offset, let me correct that, that though she dresses provocatively and she's so outspoken, she said when she was married, her DMs were dry. No man tried to approach her. But Offset, and I know people might say, well, he was giving off that vibe.
But whether you're giving off the vibe or not,
she said, she said in her own words, she said she's noticed that men respect marriages
more than
and women do not.
Yep, and that's a fact. And we see
her
with
DMs were dry when she was married. Everybody's like, Miss Cardi B, even though Cardi B shows everything.
Because here's the thing,
but the women were always, knowing that he was married, they always leaned towards her husband at the time, her ex-husband.
And despite the fact that he was not disciplined enough to handle it, the fact still remained that not one man, don't miss the point. The point is, she said no man was in her DM, but women were in
Offset's DMs.
His DMs. You know, and that's telling. That's telling.
So desperate and want
and
attention.
Here is the thing.
Yes.
For men, you definitely have to be sending that signal. But what I have noticed and what you have seen, as a man, you don't need to be sending the signal.
Absolutely.
You just need to be in the spotlight. And once you're in the spotlight, every woman wants a piece of the pie.
People, even in our comments. Does he have a brother? Oh, those dimples. I'm like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Please,
it's crazy.
guys.
And then like the private messages.
Desperate.
The private messages. If you weren't messaging me or texting me or checking up on me before Unfiltered or Talks, do not check up on me after.
If you don't love me now, don't love me later.
Listen, let me make this clear. I do not want no woman texting, saying hello, saying hi, asking me if I remember them.
Or Happy New Year.
I don't want it, because there is a lot that comes from these things.
Oh yeah, they lead to a lot.
There's a lot that comes from it. And I'm not interested in communicating with anybody. Like I see a few people reaching out. Like, don't reach out. Like, I'm just being honest, and it's not a
Or even if you
disrespect.
do, you might not get a response.
Yeah,
More than
and
likely,
it's
won't.
not even a disrespectful thing, but don't reach out, because next thing you hear things that never happen, and like, oh, you like one friendly conversation or one mutual normal conversation
Yes.
might be
Kevin
taken.
from Unfiltered Heart Talks, XYZ,
I
and
am
the
not
text
with it.
messages and the screenshots.
I have
defamation
seen.
will reach
Listen,
your
I've
ass.
always tell men this.
Defamation
Look
lawsuits.
at what is happening to a lot of the men out there by
Right?
women.
And they're not learning.
Control your mind. Don't they so? Learn to control it, because it is one of the biggest cause of the rise and fall of many men is because them not have the discipline
have
to
the
control
discipline.
themselves. And
Yes.
women are the biggest threat to a man's stability, to his rise. The biggest threat. And it's not a disrespect, it's not to throw shades, or it's not to say women are wicked. It's just the reality. It's the historical track record that we have seen. Women have made city falls, kings falls. It's just the reality. And we still see it through this century. A lot of men have gotten caught up in lawsuit. Women tell them what they want and they give it to the women, and it end up in court saying this and saying that. Like, men learn. So women,
What was the
do
example
not
that-
message me.
Mhm.
I don't want it. Do not go text me on Instagram. Do not message me on TikTok. None at all. Me don't want it. Do not message me. Right? So that is very important for men in the spotlight. Like, guys, control on yourself. Just recently,
Don't get too high and
we
mighty.
saw one of Kai Sinet's colleague who, well, according to what we have seen, he was wrongfully framed,
Accused, yes.
wrongfully accused of sexual assault. So these things are it's not just stop. These
Yes.
things are happening, and some women will throw themselves at you
Yes.
and then turn around, and it's her words against yours. And guess what? Your words now have no value in a
You don't
court.
have no documentation or no proof, tangible proof. And this is specifically, especially to males within the spotlight. I don't think women get that type of attention unless they're really, really sending that signal.
Yeah.
Really, really sending that signal.
Yeah, you have to really be
Yeah.
sending that signal. But
Yeah.
women, please do better.
Yeah.
You know,
My God.
like, you always ask me, babe, why? And I understand how you and for your friend how to make the relationship last. But you see the vast difference between how we relate to each other versus how you relate with your friends. It's completely different.
Yes. Different
Men
dynamic.
value and respect and appreciate good friendship. When we get it, we know how to manage that. The boundaries are in place. We know what the lines that are not supposed to be crossed. I just don't see the same coming from a lot of women. We not talk about each other behind our back. We not tear down each other. We not depend them style. We are
Are you
man.
saying
We don't
that
have
I
time.
do that with my
No,
friends?
I'm not. No.
Okay,
I'm
please
just saying that.
clarify.
I'm just
I don't
saying
want
that
nobody
women.
to click and paste
No.
and do anything because you
No.
said me versus you. So
No, man, I'm just saying that you
Okay.
always say, how do you manage that, And I'm just saying how we manage it.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things that we don't do, and we don't hate. We're not like if something
you
happen
want
for
your
my-
friend to
we
win.
want
It's
him to win.
happening for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
you know what I
I
believe,
think
babe?
you have that
With my girlfriends.
yeah,
My
you have
sisters. I
that.
don't even call them my friends.
Yeah.
Right? I believe women were trained, and we're going off topic a little bit, but I'm going to make this point very quickly. I believe women were trained to foster their intimate relationships and neglect their friendships and the sisterhood. And as a result, that's why we find ourselves vulnerable. We can't, we don't value, we need to, I think that's a relearning needs to be done in that area where we don't put our relationship on such a pedestal and forget our friendships, because every relationship that you've been in Ricky has been by your side. He has
Every
been
single one of them.
He
Best man.
Best man.
Every single
times
one.
two.
You know?
So that's definitely a different conversation we need to have on how women navigate relationships and how we were taught
and friendships
and friendships because
versus men.
It's definitely important because it's still relationship. It's definitely still relationship. But back to the social media relationship culture.
It's just that boundaries have to be set.
Absolutely.
You have to set boundaries, especially as a man. You have to set those boundaries.
Definitely. And women, I'm sure there are men out there that are brazen and will cross that line.
If you send the signal.
And sometimes you don't
I'm not saying that they should.
Some Jamaican man brazen and bright and them just nuff. Then we know see have a man, baby, I like it, I have a man. I never asked you that. You know saying it, so
I think men in any culture. But again,
please, be respectful. Be respectful. You want to know that when you find yourself in a relationship, there are women out there like yourself that will honor that covenant and that relationship. But yes.
Yeah, if boundaries are not established, if boundaries are not agreed upon, then it's going to lead to resentment, and that builds up very fast, you know. And again, guys, content should not replace the date nights.
Yeah.
The time spent together.
The looking in each other's eyes, the holding of hands. That those things are important.
Should not shrink the quality time. So those things are important. But here's where things get very interesting. And here's where the layer. You say double, triple,
quadruple,
and the four. Me always say fouple for the
four. Fouple.
Yeah.
I think quadruple is four.
Quadruple is four?
Yeah, quad is four.
Quadruple is four.
Yes.
Yeah, me always say
a quadrant.
Me always say fouple. Me always say double, triple, fouple, fipple, sickle.
Jesus.
No. But guys, here's where it gets serious. Prank culture. Prank culture.
Before we jump into that, babe, prank culture did not just jump out of nowhere. From what I've observed, it started when random videos were taken. Let's say somebody's walking down the street and you just happen to have your camera out and they slipped and they fell. There was there's always a compilation of people's demise. And people have learned that, hey, they fell, they hit their head, they ran too fast and they skid. It's something to laugh at.
Yeah,
so I believe it started from there.
Yeah,
and though subtly, maybe I never liked it because I always thought that person just fell and they probably have a concussion. But
they just monetize it.
And they monetize that person's demise and that person's pain.
Yeah, but something that we have seen right across YouTube couples that later break up is prank culture.
Yeah.
The prank culture. And there's some very disturbing pranks that some of you guys might have forgotten. Some of you guys that might have never seen before. But we're going to talk about them. And again, pranks in themselves are not inherently evil. There are different types of pranks, different kinds of pranks, but we are referring mostly to the humiliating pranks and the deceptive ones.
Oh, yes.
Take a look at this clip.
Keep your eye on it.
Cockroaches are her biggest fear, and he knows it.
Venga, ¿qué? ¿Qué tienes pensado? ¿Duermes todo el día o qué? Mi amorcito, buenos días, cariño.
They decided to go shopping at Walmart, but she needed something to match her outfit.
Look at the crumb.
You got it?
Yep. Shopping at Walmart.
Babe, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks really good. Beautiful. Yeah, that one.
All of that was very distasteful. And the one that peeved me the most was the one where the guy had the egg in the bottle and he squirted the water in her face.
Yeah.
and then broke the egg on her forehead. And when he saw that she was upset, he pulled out flowers like an imp and said, "Oh, I got you flowers."
Babe, if you do that to me, this year I got year. The house abandoned.
That was so disgusting. But the thing is, that's not something we subscribe to.
No.
We never have.
I don't even like, listen, man, my childhood wasn't easy. So there are certain things that I don't like, and there are certain things that just tick me off.
Yeah.
So no pinch me, don't slap me, and where's you crack a egg on my forehead?
Oh, we has good food.
Yeah, that's just going to get me back into a we don't subscribe, and I'm happy. You know, I'm really happy.
Then there's this one.
And wait,
Jamaican
babe.
couple, the lipstick one, babe.
There's another disturbing one. This one.
Ready? Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Go. The bomb buckler anyway. What if I put a banana mouth like that for?
That was not funny.
That was so disgusting.
That was not funny.
That was not
I saw
funny
that
at
thing
all.
and I was so angry. And you saw it and you were
I was
angry.
so
and
angry.
you are a woman.
I said I would have punched her in the face.
That's crazy.
Babe, guys, let me tell you something. My husband has a good hiney, right? And I like to touch it, right? Him not like that. Can you imagine that girl deserved to be in a jail. She deserved to be incarcerated, and that's all me.
You can't be emasculating your man like that and you feel happy about it. Like
No.
that's not cool, man. That's not cool, bro. Ain't cool, bro.
I got upset, and it wasn't even me. The first time he showed me that video, I got upset.
Yeah. But
and she had to do it to a Jamaican man at that.
That's not funny. That's not a joke. That's not a joke.
Try with an American youth, but not a Jamaican guy. Don't try it with. Remember, correct that. Don't try it with anybody, but Jamaican men are just off limits for that. We not support them. So
oh my God,
it's not a man, but me know.
Yeah, let's play it up.
And here's our last one. Yes.
Are your lips drier than the Sahara Desert?
My lips are dry?
Yes. Wait, I have chapstick.
Baby, my lips are. You love me that
much.
much.
I can't make you go
out in the rain, eh?
Oh my gosh, she looks pretty though. He's reversing.
What did you do to my lips?
Huh?
I looked in the mirror and see my lips. You evil witch. Why would you do that?
Man, this needs to stop. This Barbie doll thing, well, you know what? Live it in Jesus' name. But like,
that one was just
like, I just don't understand how men enjoy being emasculated by their women, and you post that, monetize it for views and money, and you think that's cool, bro? Like, nah, that's not cool. That's not cool. And
because he had to have been in agreement with it being posted even after all that.
Even after all that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But again,
that's what's putting the
a
bread
lot
on
of these
table.
relationships that we have seen across YouTube, especially the prank culture relationships, they eventually erode
they fail.
and die.
Yeah.
You know, yes, you
And
might have been married for 26 years, but guess what? 26 years goes
of
right through the window.
Yes.
If it ends in divorce.
Yeah.
That's not success story. That's failure. And that's the harsh reality. You know. There is another layer to this. There's another layer that is even far worse than these humiliating pranks. The worst of the worst. Deception-based pranks. Take a look at some of these disturbing videos and tell us what you think.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good, man. Just plugging away.
Yo, you remember a couple weeks ago when we went out?
Yeah?
Dude, that girl that you were all over that night, you guys were all over each other. You remember that girl, like the blonde girl, light eyes girl?
No.
You gave the one you Yeah, you guys were talking, you're texting. You were telling me you were texting anyways, but so she's okay. Basically, she's like blowing up my phone. She had me to Instagram. She's blowing up my phone now because you're not answering her, saying like you were texting her so much at the beginning, and then now you're just like
Okay, but bro. I think you're mixing it up with other buddy that was there. I don't remember his name. What was his name?
Can you imagine? Her heart started pounding, her blood pressure increased just from that one prank. And and the thing is, they stretch it out because they want you to get to a point where you're heated. And the thing, how you know that performance keeps people from acting out? Ika has a twang. She's originally Jamaican. She's from Jamaica. When Ika started getting upset, her accent started to shine through. She started enunciating a little bit more.
God.
That's how disturbed she was.
Some of the most famous deceptive pranks, like this one.
I FaceTimed my girlfriend, then pretended to mute myself and cheat on her. Here's what happened.
Whoa, babe, my mom's FaceTiming. Can I just meet you and call you back real quick? Okay, I'll be right back. One sec. Hey, cutie. Yeah. You still want to go on the date later? Yeah, my girlfriend's working night shifts tonight, so she's going to be at work. Yeah, she won't know. Okay, yeah, I'll catch you later, okay? Okay, cool. Love you. Hey, babe, what's up? Sorry, it was just my mom. Who the hell was that? It was my mom! It was my mom!
No, it wasn't.
And for that, people don't understand the psychological harm that is doing to your partner. And babe, let me just say this. That is rehearsal. That is rehearsal. And that's just one. Look at this one by another famous Jamaican YouTuber.
I just drop off my fiance to the gym. I'm going to send a text to her like I'm texting another female. Here's the text. What the f***?
Open the door.
What?
Who you down your way to go see?
What?
That is very childish and immature. And honestly, I'm gonna give the Scots their props. They didn't do any foolishness like that, at least not what I've seen.
Yeah.
But that is downright dirty.
And
it's disgusting.
And YouTubers don't realize that they are just destroying their relationship
prank by
over
prank.
time.
Yes.
And we're gonna get into it.
And sometimes it doesn't take multiple pranks.
It doesn't. But look at this one. And this is not the worst. After this, I'm gonna show you another one. But look at this. And this is Kristen and Reef, very famous YouTubers. But look at some of the disturbing things. Caught Kristen. What? Hold on. Just look at some of the disturbing things. I smacked my best friend girl's bump. Like, these are not pranks. Swapping wives, proposing to my best friend girl. Like, these are conditioning people out there to normalize toxicity.
Absolutely.
But that's not even bad. A lot of people know about this one.
Sometimes it takes one prank, guys. This was it.
This one prank led to a breakup.
They didn't have clothes on, so. Oh. Yo,
And you know what is so disturbing? People have the audacity after they do their crap to cry out, "It's a prank, it's a prank."
When is it not a prank?
When is it not a prank? I hate that. That is very disturbing. This prank culture needs to cease and desist this nonsense, man, guys.
Yeah, that was not a prank. That was
I would never get so comfortable with somebody.
That was rehearsed
betrayal.
I'm
not into I am not into pranks. One.
Imagine.
And I'm not going to be so comfortable
to allow another man to be jerking on you in his underwear like you're acting a movie. Like, this is not Hollywood. And that is why, babe, you remember when you told me that you wanted to become an actress?
Yes.
You remember what I told you?
I don't recall, but you didn't want to be
I
a
didn't
part of that.
I didn't see us in the future.
Yes.
I'm not, hey, to each their own. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it. Like, these things, these things are not prank. They are betrayal rehearsal.
Yeah, and babe, let's do Carrie Underwood, I believe her name is, the woman from Scandal that plays Olivia Pope.
These are what you call
it's rehearse
betrayal,
mm-hmm.
rehearse distrust, and rehearse emotional instability. Let me tell you something. Pranks built on deception is one of the greatest stumbling blocks to modern relationship.
Absolutely.
And it's not only a stumbling block to the couples doing it, but it's also a stumbling block to the younger couples who are coming up watching and ingesting that kind of content. That's toxicity at its core. That's psychologically conditioning people to accept toxicity as normal relationship problems. Again, you cannot build safety in a relationship where surprise betrayal is normalized.
Is normalized, yes.
Right? When deception, babe, becomes entertainment, trust becomes collateral damage.
Yes. And deception for clout erodes trust.
Mm-hmm. Right. So don't deceive. Don't get in the habit of deceiving your partner. And kudos to anybody who is in those kind of relationships.
And they're surviving and thriving.
When is it not a deception? How long was he there? How long were you out? How long was he there? Who to tell if something didn't happen before you got home and then after something happened? Because at this point, it's pure speculation.
It's pure speculation.
Right?
The only...
That's crazy.
The camera wasn't rolling the whole time.
We don't know what happened. We didn't see him come.
How do you get so comfortable with your friend's man to be in a room alone where there's a bed and you're on all fours and you're moaning as though you're having sexual intercourse? Something.
Yeah,
and then the cree is, oh, it's a prank.
Oh, it's a prank. No, that was way out of line. But they did break up. They did break up for that.
Sometimes it takes one.
And I think that his decision to move on from that relationship was very wise.
Yes.
Yeah. No woman of yours should feel comfortable. And again, these guys swapping wives and like those are not pranks. Those are rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that.
Yeah.
And if this culture doesn't stop, trust me, the Scots, just the beginning. Yep. Many more to come.
They won't be the last.
Guys, listen, content creators, at no point should you ever trade your partner's dignity for views.
Absolutely not. It's not right.
It's not right.
It is very wrong. It's very deceptive. And I'm wondering, in that situation, we said they were young. But when they cried, oh, it's a prank, did they think that the accountability would disappear and he would somehow laugh it off and say, hey, babe, all right, let's go home?
Yeah, that's what they thought,
They are
But imagine, are you crazy?
Foolish.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying you have to be careful who you call your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful who you call your friend.
Yes.
Because let me tell you something. If that was me, I wouldn't even be in that house. Number one, I wouldn't be at the house because I would have called my homeboy. Yo, you there, yard? Or yo, you home? No, all right, cool. I'm not going, My brethren couldn't even call me and send me go pick up something from a woman. Me not go over, brother, me in the yard. I am not going there. If you are not home, that is just how I am. Let me tell you, oh, Miss Steve, I don't even want my brethren or my friends' girls' number. If I have it, fine. I will use it in case of
an
emergencies.
emergency.
But outside of that, she can't get me call her phone. She can't get me text her. I don't want to buddy up with you. I don't want to be having close conversations with you. And it's just how I am.
Yeah.
You know? Like, no, we not got chit chat and have good conversations and, oh, me and Kevin cool. No, we're not cool. We're not cool. And the same expectation I have of my friend.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is he's the same, you know. And not only that, apart from the friend, your woman should know that
boundary, man.
Boundary should never be crossed.
Why?
Any woman me have and she's always just nice to my friend, that nope, red flag.
I want no money off still. Why for that?
No, but I'm just saying, like anybody out there, if you have a girl and she's too, you know, buddy up with your best friend versus a male.
That's a red flag.
That's a huge red flag. Huge red flag. Yeah.
And babe, in this situation, when everything becomes a prank and can be cried a prank, the accountability completely disappears.
As I said, it's just rehearsal. It's you conditioning your partner to accept the reality when it happens.
When did the relationship get to this point?
Yeah.
It's sad.
But here's the thing again. Repeated fear-based or humiliation pranks can cross into emotional manipulation. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yes.
That's manipulation at its finest.
It is. You're just enjoying it.
That's manipulation.
And you're expecting your
4D.
partner not to react. And when they react, it's calm down. It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
No, that's not no prank.
That's emotional abuse.
Not no prank.
That is manipulation.
Hey,
that's gaslighting your partner into a reaction so you can laugh and get other people to laugh at them. And when people don't take your relationship seriously, you boo-hoo and cry. Please, you did that to yourself. And another thing too, babe. You see, this is what we're talking about? This whole culture of monetizing negativity does not stop at YouTube. Going to Hollywood.
That's right there.
It's there. Beyonce and Jay-Z. So I believe in 2016, around there, Beyonce released an album called Lemonade. And even though it didn't spell out that she was speaking about Jay-Z, people speculated that the theme of the songs that she put together in that album, that she culminated in that album, was addressing and speaking out against his infidelity, right? So the narrative was Beyonce is singing this song or these songs because this happened and Jay-Z cheated and blah, 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 blah. Those were the speculations. We do not know if that is so.
Yes.
But what we do know is that from those albums and from people's speculations, that album hit real fast. Because everybody was chit-chatting. Oh, did he do this? Did he do that? Is she packing up and leaving? What is going on? So even those big famous stars, they know what to do to hit the sales.
Yeah, negativity sells. And that
next to
that
sex.
We can see it taught an entire generation that negative relationship attention sells.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So people realize that pain can now become a product.
A point of profit.
Yes.
Yes.
And betrayal can become a brand. You see how crazy this is?
Sorry. all of that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pack up my bags and I'm
Yeah, but
leaving, and I'm
listen to
gonna
the
leave you a
songs.
note, and I'm gonna go away because she cheated on me, and hearing all of this, that was
Yeah.
genius.
And the reality is, here's the reality. When people realize that dysfunction is profitable, healing stops.
Oh yeah.
And everything becomes a performance.
Everything.
There's this guy that I don't think I've ever watched him before.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a famous Jamaican TikToker, I think. What do I call him again? Something that he's from Florida, I think. He's somewhere in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But people said that I've just heard about the stories that he's in a marriage with a young lady who is said to be practically a street prostitute.
Okay.
Allegedly. Because I
Allegedly.
don't know if it's true.
Okay.
It's just what somebody told me. And I think somebody was telling me recently that he went to Jamaica and came back and saw his wife in compromising position twice, giving oral sex to another guy twice. The first time, and all of this again, it's allegedly. I don't know if it's true. I just heard about it. But I heard that he shared that on a TikTok. And the person said to me that one of the reasons why I believe he's in that relationship, it's because it's profitable. He's making money from it, So dignity goes straight through the door,
Wow.
and all because it's profitable. So you have a lot of people out there who, that is their bread and butter. That's how they see it. The toxicity, but a lot of people are ingesting that and seeing it as being normal. And it's not. So there are some sick, twisted people who will do anything for fame and money. And that's just one of the craziest stories. Again, allegedly. We don't know if it's true. We heard that he spoke about it on the I heard that he spoke about it on a TikTok, on his TikTok, but I don't know. It's not somebody I've ever listened to. But it's crazy.
There are stories like that, I'm sure. And y'all, this is what YouTube couples need to understand. When a relationship is built in public and fed by attention, and that said relationship is sustained by drama, what happens is that relationship will eventually collapse under its own weight. In these situations, views are regulating emotions, money. It will never, not that I've seen, ever repair trust. And guess what, babe? I've never seen it, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. Algorithms do not create safety.
Nope.
Nor intimacy.
They never do.
Nope. No relationship will ever survive.
Mm-hmm.
If it's survival, depends on any form of dysfunction.
Yeah. And that's what people need to know. And hey, again, hands up. We are not perfect.
We're not perfect.
This, for us, it's just a reflective moment. The Scots,
yes.
It's just a reflective moment. And through this reflective process, we wanted to really come here and have this conversation and hope that in some miraculous way, other content creators will see this content and seriously take everything that is happening as a reflective process.
Mm-hmm.
Again, our marriage is not absent problems,
but it sure is absent drama. We make sure of that.
Absent drama.
Yeah.
We believe intimacy should be protected, not packaged.
Mm-hmm.
And we also believe that relationships are to be safe places, not stages.
That's right. And guys, you see the Scots breakup? It's not just a personal story. It is a bold warning. When love becomes content, what happens is that pain becomes the currency that is paid.
And here's the thing. If YouTube couples don't recognize the cost of humiliation and deception for clout and money, then guess what? The price you will pay is eventually the relationship. Because guess what? Here's the reality. Views may grow.
Yeah.
Engagement may spike. Revenues may increase. But the price, cost of your relationship, and in that process, believe it or not, intimacy will slowly die.
Ask yourself that question. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Remember, guys, no relationship survives long enough to outlast that trade.
And babe, as we have said before, the Scots
the Scots won't be the last.
Be the last. More couples
are next.
And as we always say, guys,
this is Unfiltered Heart Talks. And you deserve this kind of love.
A love that is honest.
A love that is safe.
And a love that aligns with God's design.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. What did you think about this conversation? What are your thoughts on these topics?
And as always, please like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Turn on the notification bell.
Bing.
And we will see you for
another one.